Hi there, I'm David Hunt, owner of GameMasters Guild, and today I want to show you something brand new that I just got in that you might want for your next role-playing game. And that's these Chessex double-sided Battlemats. Now, what's special about these vinyl Battlemats? Well, unlike their previous Battlemat, where it has 1-inch squares on one side and 1-inch hexes on the other, and it's just kind of a plain, kind of a tan color, these are actually duo color. You have blue on one side and green on the other, and they're both in 1-inch squares. And there's also two different versions of these. They also have Battlemats where they have black on one side and gray on the other side, again in 1-inch squares. And let's go ahead and crack these open and check them out. Okay, so let's go ahead and unroll these Battlemats. These smaller ones are 23.5 by 26 inches. So about 2 by 2, give or take, just so you got a good idea. And we'll go and pull up this blue-green one first. And it feels the same, just like any old vinyl mat. And there it is right there. Nice blue color, nice blue lines, looks good. And of course, you can use all the old standbys on it. Wet erase, dry erase, you can take it off at some point. You can still get permanent marker off it if you accidentally get it on there, which of course I don't recommend. Ideally, you want to use wet erase on these, and green, look at that nice green. Looks very, very nice. I like it. Let's check out the black and gray one now. And I like the black and gray because there's usually not just a lot of maps that are black, and I kind of like, oh, look at that. That's kind of neat looking, that black. It just really draws your attention to the table a little more, I think. That's nice. I like the contrast with the gray grid. That looks good. Real good for spell jam or anything industrial, even like this. This is real good for industrial. Ooh, this would be good for like caverns. Yeah, especially if you had tiles or 3D terrain you want to lay on top of this, but you want to leave gaps for, let's say, drops and stuff like that, for crevasses. Ah, look at this gray. Oh, that looks nice. I like that. Cool. All right, now let's open up one of the Mega Mats. I'm going to roll these up here, get these out of the way. I will probably actually keep both these myself. I have a bunch of battle maps and, you know, illustrated ones and unillustrated ones, but I tell you, I think I'm actually going to get a couple of these colored ones because I think they're pretty cool. All right, so here's the Mega Mat, and this one is actually 34.5 by 48 inches. So this is almost 3 feet by 4 feet. And that is a good size, my friend. The Mega Mats, I always like the Mega Mat size for Chessex, just because I felt, even though these mats, most people, including myself, typically don't need any more space than this. And plus it does pack small for travel and everything. But honestly, if you can spread out a Mega Mat, if you can afford to get a Mega Mat, man, I would. I like the extra space. Going the whole table size is a little bit too big, I think. But Mega Mat is really nice. Now, as far as I know, they don't make one of the, I can't remember if they make them, call them the Mondo Mat. I can't remember what they call it. But the bigger full table one, I don't know if they have one of these in that. So here's the Mega Mat. Looks pretty good. And let's flip over to the green side. Oh man, what a nice looking battlefield. It's weird how just a little bit of color can really kind of change everything. I really, really like these mats. They're really good. Oh, look at that. Just kind of lay them out here for contrast. Look at that. Man, isn't that nice? Wow. These mats are really cool. If you already have a mat, you know what? I would actually pick up, the first thing I would pick up is I would pick up one of these green and blue mats and then pick the black and gray one up later at a later day, unless you have a specific need for it. But man, that blue and green, you can really get a lot of use out of that. It's just nice to have something that's colored like the environment. That's pretty cool. I like it. All right, I guess that's it. Okay, so that's my look at these cool duo color Chessex battle mats. And if you've already got one, you probably don't need them. But then again, I don't know. I kind of like the dual color. I'm kind of intrigued. It's nice to have something other than that just plain tan, especially if you have ocean adventures or you're outside in the wilderness, it's perfect. It's already shaded for what you need. If you're playing Spelljammer, you could use the black side, and in Spelljammer, if you're on, say, an asteroid or a dusty moon, you could use the gray side. At the very least, it just gives you some little extra color on the table instead of that other mat. Well, I hope you enjoyed my look at these Chessex Battlemats. And as always, I'm Dave Hunt telling you to stay safe, play great games, and I'll see you real soon.